For a second I wish the tide.
Part of a new season, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. And to tip off opening night, let's check out the starting lineups. First for Toronto. And for New Orleans. So the Pelicans win the tip. Number 2. And he banks in the layup.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Pelicans on D. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Number 6. 0. Rejected by Williamson. And here's McCollum. No one near him. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Ball's not loose. Toronto working the ball around now. Launches a 3. And the shot is good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JB's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Thanks, Doris.
Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
Gets it to go. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Number 44. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
And so here is New Orleans. And again, no good by New Orleans. Fast break, Toronto. Number 1. Number 6. Again, Toronto. Toronto on defense and going against New Orleans, their first game of this game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what,
he's disgusting.
Come on, kid. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. Throw down. Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Toronto trailing. There's the pick. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 6 points for him.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Now here's McCollum. Guarded closely. Off target at the rim.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Number 44. And the three ball is good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Pelicans, number 1.
Yeah, they were a remarkably efficient offense, and I thought they just did a nice job of finding the open man time and again. No selfishness on that team.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Number 43. 0. Misses the 3. Pelicans leading by 3. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
It's deflected, but he gets it back.
Ooh, tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Number 6.
You look at the early lead, and it really comes down to defending the paint.
And the Raptors miss again. Number 2. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Feeds it to Barnes. Number 6, defended by McCollum. Will it go? Gets it to go. He has 6.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And now let's take a look at some numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrific year last season for him. 2nd in rebounding. And he was also a top 20 shooter from the field. So really a nice all-around offensive year for him.
And how about the season it was for him on the boards, too? I mean, this guy was a glass eater. Supreme. I mean, he was dominant in chasing down missed shots.
You mentioned that interior defense we've seen. They have been great in the early going.
Well, they really have been, Kevin. I mean, they're forcing the outside shot. They're really clamping down inside. They're not going to allow that ball in the paint. And then they're aggressively closing out the shooters. So they've done a nice job with their defensive game plan.
Barnes, defended by Williamson. That's tipped. 0. And New Orleans pushing it up now. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, it sure has. And another area where they've been on point is defending the rim. Guys, a lot of blocked shots through the first two quarters. Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
The Raptors making a switch here. Young's checked in. Number 44. No good from outside. Raptors. Trail by 6. Here's OG. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead line.
That is good.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pelicans leading by 7. Number 2. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Toronto with the ball. Pass to Barnes. There's the three. Gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Three-pointer. And another three for New Orleans.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Raptors trail by 10. One-on-one fast break. Number 44. Tries to keep it alive. Can't hit, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Number 6. They get it back. And a fast break now for the Pelicans.
Their offense really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Pelicans leading by 10. McCollum with the ball. Six to shoot. And they're on the break. Here's OG. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Good on the shot.
Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. I mean, he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And Steve, he's a player that's extremely hard to cool off. I mean, he picks up right where he left off after every break in the action, it seems. Timeouts, halftime, it doesn't matter. When he's hot, he stays hot.
There's the triple.
Well, they find themselves with a big deficit here in the first. One category that jumps out at me, second chance point. Only one bucket for him.
Graham kicks to Nance. And it's off from three-point range. Hit his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. Quarters checked in for Thaddeus Young. On defense, New Orleans. 10-point lead. Hayes with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. That shot's good from Ingram.
Well, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Here's Trent. And again, no good by Toronto. Now Graham. It'll count. And that's not going to go. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game.
Tune in next Sunday, October 23rd. The Dallas Mavericks go up against the Boston Celtics. Live from Boston, it's the Real Deal.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sensed, look out, watch out. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Poked loose. Here's Hayes. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's rebounded by Ingram. Pelicans leading by 10. Graham dishes to Murphy. Pass to Ingram. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. First in rebound, third in blocks. And they also showed up in the top 5 in overall offense. This team has no trouble scoring the basketball. That's the least of their concern. They love to get it up and down and put it in the hole.
But when you think about this club, the first thing that comes to mind is their ability to rebound the ball. Best in the league, so physical. They just pounded the glass, and that's how they tried to win games, just by being more physical than their opponents.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Poked away. Murphy with the steal. For the throw. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Outside Jackson. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here we go. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Raptors making a change here. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
They get a hand on it. Number 1. Boucher. Shot to stop the run. The shot is off. Excellent defense from Williamson. Ingram passes to Williamson.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Raptors.
Boy, last season they were phenomenal on the glass. I mean, everybody took pride in rebounding the basketball on both ends of the floor. Not just defensively, they got to that offensive glass as well. A terrific offensive rebounding team.
Boucher, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
That's the bucket.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Inside. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Graham kicks to Murphy. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Murphy's got 7.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Rejected by Williamson, and the shot is good. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Jones drives in. Murphy. Now the dish to Graham. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to Graham. Backing in. Here's Williamson.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Man, it's not typical. I mean, they have been really dominant on the glass.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now Graham. He has 5. No good from Williamson. Trent, defended by Jones. Number 1. Great defense that time from Ingram. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Jones dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
They get the rebound. Shot's good.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
The feed to Graham. Here's Williamson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. No good on the free throw. And the Pelicans making a change here. McCollum's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Raptors trail by 18. Toronto calls timeout. Number 43, and he brings it home with one hand.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with the defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
You know, one of his other qualities, Steve, is how quickly he starts to break. I mean, he doesn't need numbers either. He can be a coast-to-coast, rack-to-rack guy all by himself.
Look now at the Raptors' upcoming schedule. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Philadelphia game turns out, guys.
From downtown, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Graham kicks to Jones. And the pass to Graham. Fast break, Toronto. Number 1. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 6.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Fast break, here they come.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Look out below.
Where's that hidden trampoline in the floor? The bounce this guy's got is ridiculous.
Maybe that is the explanation for the hang time.
Man, that was crazy. Just the artistry.
McCollum kicks to Graham. He feeds it to McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 5.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Number 1, defended by Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 0. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Pelicans leading by 15. Valanciunas passes to Jones. McCollum. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. McCollum, 11 feet away, buries the jump shot. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Number 1, and a little hot that time, but it drops.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys. Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. 1st in shooting percentage, 7th in free throw percentage, and they were in the top 10 in team scoring as well. This is a team that prides itself on its offensive firepower, and they get it done at that end of the court.
And Clark, the key number that you just talked about to me is field goal percentage. And when you're the best in the league shooting the basketball, it's a clear sign that you have an unselfish team and a clear plan of attack. That club, very impressive with their offensive efficiency.
Number 43 leads him in there. Number 1, 0. Up again, throws it down with the quick putback jam.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
That drops.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Number 6, defended by McCollum. And the basket good. He's got 13.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Number 44. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
So far, the job he's done getting to the line and knocking down his free throws has been superb.
Well, it's a great way to cash in on some easy points, and he understands that, and he shoots the ball with great confidence from there.
Barnes, who's checked in for Toronto. Got a piece of it. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 14. Number 1. That three off the mark. New Orleans has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Nance outside. Fires the three. Count that one. He's got 21.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Number 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 16.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
11 seconds left now here in the second. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans lead by 15.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's opening day in the NBA, and all is right in the 2K sports world. Hello, I'm Damon Bruce. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against Toronto. They've dialed the Houston Rockets, currently trailing Oklahoma City, out in Oklahoma City.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Raptors trail by 15. Lays out. There's the steal. All alone. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
And he throws it down hard with one hand. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Valanciunas.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
He kicks to McCollum. And again, New Orleans with the triple. And a minute played as the second half gets going. They set the pick. The three. And that one's good. He's got 11. Pelicans leading by 17. Passes it to Williamson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Raptors trail by 19. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. No one covering.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Number 44. And another three for New Orleans.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Knocks it loose. The pass to Williamson. Number 2 gets it to go. He's got 12.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. 5th, the Raptors.
This was one of the better scoring teams last year. They had a lot of different offensive weapons to choose from, and they knew exactly how to use them most effectively.
Gets it to go.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Great open look there. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
Boy, this is the kind of shooting performance coaches dream of. It makes their job so much easier. An excellent start to this third quarter.
And here's the fast break. Here's Williamson. And it goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
This is to McCollum. Kicks it to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
He passes to Williamson. Feeds to Valanciunas. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Number 6. But they get it down.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Boy, a lot of fans around the league really focused on that matchup for Chicago.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Looking to end the run, and he gets it back. Gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Tipped away. And here we go. 0. Covered by Hayes. Down low. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Number 2. Pelicans keep it alive. Doubled by Hayes. Gomez, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Toronto with the ball. Now here's McCollum. T right on him. Number 2. And the 3 off target.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
And the Raptors making a change here. Raptors trail by 21, and the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Number 6 gives him the lead pass, and Valanciunas with the block. Here's McCollum. He's got 10. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Got that one up quick. 21 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Number 1 sinks the three-pointer.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
There's the dish to Valanciunas. Number 44. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Number 1, defended by McCollum. Number 6, buries it down low. 23 points in the game.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And you can kind of go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Number 43. No good with the layup. Pelicans leading by 16. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Knocked away. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Raptors making a switch here. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. To McCollum, to the paint, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Raptors making a switch here. Raptors trail by 16. Knocks it loose. Number 2. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Number 6. Nailed from three-point land. 26 points for him.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Ingram passes to McCollum. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Stolen by McCollum. Jumps up. Oh, look out. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Number 6, and it's blocked. Number 44. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 32 points in the game.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's OG. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. He's got 8.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Number 44. Offline with his 3. Raptors trail by 15.
Wow, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing?
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Look, guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
A high-quality shot is almost always going to come off a rebound like that.
And Clark, he is so good at working his way inside, holding off the defenders under the glass, and being in the right position.
Knows how to use his body.
Yeah, and I just like the way he persistently pursues the pumpkin.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
This Saturday, October 22nd, the Philadelphia 76ers go on the road to battle the Toronto Raptors, an Atlantic Division rivalry. Be there.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. New Orleans leading by 14. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Murphy with the steal. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Clock at 6. Ball's not loose. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And Toronto making a change here. Unloads from 13. Number 43. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting around 60% in the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The fadeaway. Again, Toronto. New Orleans leading by 14. The feed now to Murphy. Number 44 buries the long-range jumper. He has 35.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
He feeds it to Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
For New Orleans, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. The shot's good from Nance. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Barnes. Number 6 gets it to go.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
McCollum dishes to Murphy. They get it again. Here's Nance. Goes back up. He lays it in. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
Another area where he excels is on one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
Takes a 3. Shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Graham with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Graham kicks to Murphy. Cranes the three-pointer. Murphy's got 5 points in the quarter.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Number 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Murphy. No good with the triple. Raptors trail by 18. To the middle. Stolen. On a fast break now for the Pelicans. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Number 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. 32 points in the game.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic. Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Number 1. Again, Toronto. Pelicans leading by 16. Here's Graham. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Toronto with the ball. He kicks to Barnes. With his first shot attempt. And it's good off the glass. And here is Graham. Passes it to Williamson. And it's good. Back through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, Kevin, he outweighed his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
Poked loose and stolen by Graham. With the lead pass.
Tore it down that time. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
The pass to Valanciunas. Dishes to Graham. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
Especially when he caps it off with the steady one-handed jam.
They set the screen. Number 1. That one wide left.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Pass to Williamson. Number 44. The layup off target.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Graham with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 21. From the arc. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second 3 of the half.
Number 1. Rejected by Williamson.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Boucher. They need this. And he lays it up and in. New Orleans has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And the basket by McCollum. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Steps back and fires. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds it to Valanciunas. He passes it to Graham. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the Pelicans shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. Number 6, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt and in terms of rebounding lanes.
Number 1. 0. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. He's got 19.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
The Raptors shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. The dish now to Barnes. Doubled by McCollum. Boucher defended by Valanciunas. And he makes good on the layup.
They've taken so many shots down there, and they're knocking him down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today, pound that thing inside.
McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the game Valanciunas has been having, he's got 8 points and the 2 nice steals as well. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist, and also making some nice steals.
You're right, Clark. He's been equal parts creative and disruptive.
Jackson against Jones. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Trent. And yes, sir, that one drops.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
They grab their own miss. Hayes rejected by Young. To the inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Graham with the ball. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Passes to Ingram. They get a hand on it. Fires the 3. Missed. So we see New Orleans taking the W here.